welcome to the blocking video. In this video we're going to cover all the different blocks for colour belt students, and we're going to focus on the starting positions for each, as they can be a little bit confusing. I know a lot of the junior students especially do get muddled up. So let's get started. Chariot, Kyungye. So the first block we're going to work on is a low block, or low outer forearm lock. Take up a walking stance. We'll cross the hands back of the wrist to back of the wrist. The leg that's at the front is the hand that's on the inside. Okay, and we block. Start position. So go back to the start position. Front leg is the hand that's on the inside, so always make sure you've got that one right, so check that for me. And block. And start position. And block. And start position. And block. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side, so step forwards for me. Walking stance on the right leg. That means the right hand is going to go on the inside. We've got the start position and we block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Barrel. So with that low block, it's important to get the hands the right way around, as we've just discussed. The blocking hand for the low block finishes just above the front knee. We can do the block in reverse, but it's not common for us to do this at the colour belt level. This usually occurs in black belt patterns as part of a combination movement, like this. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next block, which starts with the same starting position as the low block, and this is a outer forearm middle block, or it can be an outer forearm high block. Okay, so same start position, back of the wrist to back of the wrist, left leg's at the front, so left hand is going to be on the inside. Good. And we block, hand comes across. If it's a middle block, it's going to be level with the shoulder, little finger side facing outwards. If it's a high block, knuckles level with the eyes. So we're going to work with a high level block because that's what's occurring in pattern Do-san. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Good. Step forward onto the other leg. So right leg is at the front now. Right hand's going to go on the inside. And block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Good. Barrel. Good. So now we're going to move on to forearm rising block. So again, same start position that we're going to use. It's basically the same as a low block, apart from it's above your head. Okay, so if a low block was just here, your rising block is just here. Similar sort of bend on the arm. The angle on the arm is to deflect the downwards attack. So we've got the start position again, left leg at the front, left hand is on the inside. So you imagine you could grab hold of that ear with that blocking hand if you wanted to, and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Make sure you get that blocking hand on the inside. Start position and block. Good. Change legs. Right leg at the front. Right hand's going to block. Right hand goes on the inside. And block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Good. Barrel. The blocks we're going to look at next are inwards outer forearm block and forearm wedging block. The reason we're going to look at those two next is because they both have different start positions that are not quite the same as any of the others. Chumbi. So looking at the inwards outer forearm block first, we're going to step forward with the left leg into L stance. The rear leg and the rear hand. Okay, the rear hand we extend out. The front hand starts out at the side. We pull the rear hand back to the waist, and the front hand sweeps inwards to block with the little finger side of the forearm. Here, start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Well done. Okay, change sides. So now the left leg's at the back. We need to extend the left hand out. Right hand is out to the side, and we block. So this one comes back to the waist, this one comes in. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Good. Barrel, relax. So now the Hechomaki, the wedging block we're going to look at. So we're going to take up a walking stance. This one, the hands are going to cross. So the hands come up through the centre, one in front of the other, crossed over, overlapped. Knuckles facing away from you. There are different variations at black belt levels where we do knife hands and reverse knife hands. We're just doing an outer forearm wedging block. So from there, the hands now open out to roughly shoulder width at roughly shoulder height. What we don't want to do is we don't want to overextend the arms so that they're straight, and we don't want to take them too wide. They need to be shoulder width apart, so if we want to move into any other close range techniques, it's easier to do. Okay, so from there, start position, so the hands come crossed over, up to the centre, and block. Start position, and block. Start position, and block. Start position, and block. Okay, just change sides for me. So something that's really common for everyone to do with wedging blocks, a lot of the students do this, is instead of going up and out, the arms go in a circle, so this is what happens. Which this does happen more than you think. So what we need to do is they need to come up to the centre, and then out, and that's it. Okay, start position, and block. Start position, and block. Start position, and block. Start position, and block. Well done. And relax. Good. The next block we're going to look at is a twin forearm block and a twin knife hand block. Now these both start from the same position. The only difference is we're using a forearm or a knife hand. Chumbi. Put the left leg at the front and seizure. So we're in L stance. We cross the hands, back of the wrist to back of the wrist. The leg that's at the front is the hand that's on the inside. Both sets of knuckles facing away from you. Good. From there, the outer hand, the rear leg, goes up to make a rising block. The inner hand, the front hand, goes out to make an outer forearm block, like we did earlier in the video. This time we're making it a midsection outer forearm block. Good. Start position. So rear hand is on the outside, knuckles facing away, and block. So rear leg does the rising block, front leg does the outer forearm middle block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Well done. Okay, just change sides. I'm just going to face this way so you can still see me. So we're in L stance this way. Start position, so left leg's at the back, left hand is on the outside, knuckles facing away. And block, so the rear hand does the rising block, the front hand does the outer forearm middle block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Good, barrel. So with that one, it's a good idea to work on both sides in isolation before you put it back in your pattern, because what tends to happen is a lot of students will do it one way in the pattern, and then when they turn, for one reason or another, their hands think they need to be in the same position. So instead of getting this, they go into the next movement and do this, which I'm not quite sure how it happens, but it does. Okay, so it's a good idea to work both sides. You can step one side to the other to practice it if you want to. Okay, so that's our twin forearm block. The twin knife hand block, as I say, is exactly the same, but with the hands open and we're blocking with the knife hands. So if I do it the same way that we've just done it, one side then the other, you'll be able to see that one as well. As you see, the rear leg and the rear hand does the rising block, the front hand does the middle block. This time we're going to look at the middle section inner forearm block. Okay, so take up your walking stance for me. This one, the leg that's at the front is the hand that's going to block, so that means the hand that's going to block is going to go underneath the other. So instead of crossing this way, middle inner forearm block crosses one on top of the other. The top one comes back to the waist, the bottom one finishes the block. Okay, ready? Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Good, and change sides. Start position, so front leg means that hand goes on the bottom, the blocking hand's on the bottom, and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Good, and barrel. Well done, guys. So that one's quite difficult for white belts, yellow stripes to get the hang of, getting those hands the right way around. It's just a practice thing. The best thing to do is to watch the video or look in your Taekwondo book, look at yourself in the mirror and make sure what's happening in the mirror is the same as what's happening in your book or on the video. Okay, so the next one we're going to move on to is the forearm circular block. We find this one in pattern 1-yo. So if we take up a walking stance for me again, both hands start out to the side, they come into the centre about the level of your abdomen, they cross over. The rear leg is the hand that's at the bottom. Okay, and from there the top one comes back to the waist, the bottom one finishes the block. So it's similar to your middle section inner forearm block, but instead of just going here, they come down in a circular motion, and then this one finishes the arc of the circle as it comes up. So if I just do the blocking hand, it'll go here instead of here. So it goes round. But make sure you still use both hands and that one pulls back to the waist. A lot of the time students will struggle to get their hands the right way round, and they just forget about this one and just do this and finish the rest of the combination. So we need to have both hands together working and making it a circular block. Okay, ready? Let's have a go. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Okay, now we're going to do it all in one go. Ready? I will count us through 3 times. Ana, do, set, net. Well done. Okay, change sides. Okay, start position. Rear leg means that hand is at the bottom, and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Start position and block. Okay, now all together 3 times. Ana, do, set. Well done. And barrel. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the first part of the blocking video series. I'll bring the rest of the series to you shortly. If you've got any questions, please comment below or message me directly at Charnwood TKD on Facebook. Okay, Chariot, Kyungya.